Okay, hey everyone, and welcome to another Class 66 Rocks Loco review. Now this time we're going to be looking at a Bachmann locomotive, so without further ado, let's take a look at what we have today then. So today, as you can see, it's a Bachmann branch line model railways locomotive. It's a Class 47 and it is in Scotrail livery. Now we actually had this for Christmas. So I've only just got round to reviewing it. I'll just hold it a bit further away because the camcorder's blurring slightly. So what I'll do, I'll just show you which one it is and we'll get it out of the box. So today it is number 31653, class 47 diesel, number 47710. It's called Sir Walter Scott and it's in Scotrail livery, and it is a 21 pin DCC locomotive, which means that it is able to accept a 21 pin decoder. So taking a look at the back of the box, we can see we have a brief history about the class 47, as you can see, and we also have the website address, etc. So what I'll do now, I will take it out of the box and we'll look at it in further detail. So as we can see, before I take it out, it is surrounded in the Bachmann ice cube or block of ice packaging, as people like to call it, but I don't suppose it really matters what you call it really. But it is really well protected using this new method, and I think Hornby really should reinvent their packaging as well. I mean, I haven't got a problem with Hornby's packaging, apart from the tissue paper gets stuck in all the fiddly parts, but if they did it like this, then there wouldn't be a problem, I don't think. So I'll just put the box down and we'll take the locomotive out. I'll just try and keep this camcorder still at the same time. So we'll just slowly take it out of here and place the locomotive down. So as we can see here, we've got the class 47 instructions. Obviously replacement part numbers at the top just there. How to locate and align the 21 pin DCC decoder, and on the back we have details of the body removal, where all the screws are located, as well as the buffer beam parts and the detailing and where it all goes. So we'll keep hold of that. So as we can see here, we have another leaflet. This is just about product maintenance and care really. It tells you about the running in period, cleaning and maintenance, lubrication, etc. As well as a product warranty, information on joining the Bachmann Collectors Club, and a warranty service request. So we'll keep hold of that. I don't think we'll need it though. So here we have the locomotive. So what I'll do first, I'll just take it out of this first sleeve. As there's that many sleeves to get through as Bachmann, you wonder if you're ever going to get into the locomotive itself. And it is a bit stiff with it being brand new, but it is coming off. There we go. So the first thing that we notice is that, I'll just put this down so I don't drop it, we have some accessories here. We've got some snow ploughs, buffer beam parts, a coupling, and we've also got this square part here. I'm guessing this might be for somewhere under the fuel tank, judging at the shape of it, as I've never had a locomotive with one of these in before. But we'll find that out and get it fitted when we can, so I'll put that there. The next thing that we've got in the box, it's actually like a goodie bag this box is some etched nameplates from Bachmann. Now if you can see these say Sir Walter Scott on, and these basically stick over your original plates if you want etched plates on instead of just the original matte finish ones. So we actually do put them on our locomotives. So we will be doing that at a later date. So let's have a look at this locomotive then. So what I'll do, I'll just turn it round, and as you can see on the bottom we also have some foam sellotape to the bottom of the box. I've not really noticed Bachmann doing this before, so this must be something new, but it actually looks quite effective, whatever it is. I think it must be to protect the bottom of the locomotive or something. So what I'll do, I'll just try and get the loco out of the box. I'm holding it the wrong way around again. So we're just going to do this flap here and slowly lift the top half up, and we will take the locomotive out. So you just have to be very careful as to not drop this at all. So we'll take it out very, very slowly. So here we have it, the class 47 in Scotrail livery. And as you can see, it is a stunning livery. And this is actually one that we've been after for some time. We had it from Hatton's Model Railways in Liverpool. There is one other one in Scotrail that we are trying to get. That's Lady Diana Spencer, I think it is, and it's a specially commissioned one from Olivia's Trains in Sheffield. So when we've got the funds to purchase that, we might be getting it. So keep your eye out on the channel for that one. So without further ado, let's get on with this review and take a look at this stunning loco then. So as you can tell, it's got, well, you can't tell, it's just me saying it, it's got quite a bit of weight to it. So it is ideal for hauling long rakes, because obviously the heavier the loco, the more haulage power it can handle. They're a bit like Helgen really, and they are really heavy. So starting with the side of the locomotive. On the front here we can see we have the locomotive number 47710. We have some metal handrails just here, and I think, oh yes, at the other end there is a driver. So the end I'm showing you now is the reverse end, so the driving end's at the other side, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. So as you can see here, we've got the specifications, and that's small, the camcorder's not picking them up. Moving along now, we can see we have Scotrail wording in white, and we also have the BR large logo just there. As you can see, there's a blue stripe running all the way from the back of the locomotive to the front. I was going to say front to back, but I'm working the other way around. So moving across now, we can see we have the fuel tank on the bottom here, and just underneath you can see we've got the option switches for the cab lights to be turned on and off, and the tail lights to be turned on and off. So while I've got the loco like this, actually I'll just show you, we have 6 bogies on either wheel, there and there. So back to the side of the locomotive now, we can see we have the name Sir Walter Scott running across the plaque there, and we also have an image there of what looks like 3 people. I'll just try and bring that in a lot closer so you can see it. There we go. It looks like 3 men standing on something. So if you do know what that actually is, please leave your comments below. So I'll just slowly come back out again now. So as we can see, we're now reaching the front of the locomotive, and again we have metal handrails around the side of the cab door. So now what I'll do, I'll turn the locomotive to the front and we'll have a look at the front end. I think the class 47 does have working cab lights and working directional lights, hence why the box is underneath the loco near the fuel tank. It's just that we haven't tested it yet. Due to the house move, which is currently underway, we're actually moving half the layout from one house to the other, so at the minute I can only do reviews. I can't run anything till we start rebuilding the new layout at our new house. So please be patient with me, and as soon as I get this new layout operational, I will run these locomotives. I promise, I will get them run. So back to the review. As we can see, sprung loaded buffers, which is excellent. We also have a bit of detailing on the front there. I think that's just a false coupling hook actually. And we've also got some pipes which have been painted orange, and these are on the left and right hand sides, along with some grab handles as well. And if you can just see there, we have a small windscreen wiper. So turning the loco to the driver's end now, if I just move the camcorder up to the window, we can see we have a driver sat in the driver's seat just there. Again, we have the locomotive number 47710. We have metal handrails again round the cab door area. We have the specifications in a little box just here, but I don't think the camcorder can get all of that. It's that small, I don't even think the Bachmann driver could see it. And that's saying something. So, as we can see, again we have Sir Walter Scott on the nameplate there, and the logo of the three men just there. Moving along now, we can see we have the large logo again, and Scotrail wording in white along the sides. And we also have metal handrails on the other side of the cab door just there. You'll also notice that this locomotive features an orange line running all the way down one side and all the way up the other side. A word of warning with these: try to handle the locomotive from the bottom, as I've had a few locomotives where the orange has actually started fading off. So we had to get a touch up and a really thin brush and paint it back on again. As I think when I bought the locomotive, it was a second-hand one, luckily, it wasn't brand new, but the orange paint started fading, so we thought we can't have that happening, so we just painted the line back on where it needed it. So let's take a look at the other end then. So there's nothing much different on this other end. We've got an Nem coupling. You can usually leave these on whatever end you want, but we'll be taking the one off the front of the locomotive and putting the detailing on the front, as this loco will just be pulling stock like carriages, etc. As you can see again, we've got a small windscreen wiper there, sprung loaded buffers, which is absolutely fantastic, and we've also got some grab handles, sorry, and some pipe work just round here. And we've also got some small warning panels which were also featured on the other side. So taking a look at the roof now, we can see starting here, it is slightly basic, but you can actually feel like where it's riveted. It's supposed to give the effect of how the locos once were. I mean, it is actually a good finish, so I can't actually fault it at all. So moving along now, we can see we've got the roof section just here, but here we have some grill effects and some etched grills as well, and I'm sure these fans move. Well, I'm hoping they move, because I think on some Hornby models they actually spin round. I think it was on the class 56 if I remember rightly. So I'm hoping that they do actually spin when the loco's in operation, but they are absolutely fantastic when they're etched like that. So that's it basically. The Bachmann class 47 in Scotrail livery, Sir Walter Scott.